Would you like to end each evening wrapped in a gentle calmness that soothes your body, clears your mind, and welcomes a sleep so deep and natural it truly restores your spirit? If this speaks to you, I invite you to stay close, because what I'm about to share may gently transform the way you approach your nighttime rituals, perhaps forever. Today, we journey into a realm both ancient and quietly surprising. 7 types of alcohol that, when embraced with care and intention, can actually support better sleep for older adults. These are not crutches, nor escapes into intoxication, but subtle, mindful allies that work with your body's natural rhythms rather than fighting against them. As time passes, our sleep often becomes fragile, elusive, like a fading whisper. Our bodies slow melatonin production. Digestion becomes gentler, yet less efficient, and our nervous system grows more sensitive to the echoes of daily stress. Yet, hidden within this delicate balance lies a secret many overlook. Certain kinds of alcohol, in small and thoughtfully chosen amounts, can soothe these changes rather than exacerbate them. Rooted in centuries of tradition, backed by science, and steeped in ritual, these drinks create a sacred space at day's end, a sanctuary where your body remembers the feeling of true, uninterrupted rest. If restless nights, early awakenings, or the frustration of tossing and turning have become familiar companions, then I encourage you to listen closely. The path to ease might be found in a quieter, more mindful sip than you ever imagined. Before we begin, if you haven't yet subscribed, please consider clicking that button and turning on notifications so you never miss a moment of these gentle health insights crafted just for you. And if you find this video helpful, type 1 in the comments below. If not, type 0. Your feedback will guide me to serve you better. Let us begin with the story of Plum wine, the melatonin elixir. It might surprise you to open a conversation about restful sleep with a glass of wine, but this is no ordinary wine. Plum wine is a rare exception, a tender potion woven from both ancient wisdom and modern science. While most alcohols disrupt the delicate architecture of deep sleep, Plum wine offers a different melody. Within its deep garnet hues lies a natural secret: melatonin, the hormone that gently lulls your brain into slumber and holds it there. As we age, the soft glow of melatonin dims within us, which explains those restless nights staring at ceilings while wondering where sleep has slipped away. Plums, especially the damson variety, are among the few natural foods that carry melatonin within their flesh. When they are carefully fermented into wine, free of chemical additives, this precious quality is preserved. A small sip, 2 to 3 ounces about an hour before bedtime, can lovingly guide your body back to its own natural rhythm. Yet, the magic of plum wine extends beyond melatonin alone. It is rich in anthocyanins, powerful compounds known to calm inflammation and nurture brain function, both intimately linked to peaceful rest. Chronic, low-grade inflammation acts like a quiet thief in the night, leaving the nervous system on edge. The antioxidants in plum wine help soften that tension, giving your body permission to relax, to let go, and to truly rest. There is something deeply healing in the ritual itself, the warmth of holding a glass, the delicate aroma that rises, inviting your senses to slow, your thoughts to quiet. This moment is not indulgence. It is an act of kindness toward your nervous system, whispering, "It's safe now. The day has come to an end." When choosing your plum wine, seek those that are organic, lightly fermented, and free of added sugars. Avoid fortified or overly sweetened versions, for they can spike your blood sugar and undo the gentle benefits. In a world rushing toward quick fixes and sleeping pills, this humble glass offers a timeless gift, a serene return to the natural rhythms your body once knew by heart. And if you believe plum wine is nature's only whisper for deeper sleep, wait until you meet the next drink an ancient balm that has soothed minds for thousands of years, quietly resting in plain sight. If you're still with me, finding these insights meaningful, please type 1 below and let me know your heart is here. Now, let us gently turn to the second point, an ancient remedy that whispers calm to our restless nerves: oat-based light ale. In the hurried pace of modern life, the idea of sipping beer before bed might feel unexpected, even counterintuitive. Yet, long before the rise of modern medicine, people embraced brews made from humble oats, not for revelry, but for healing, especially to ease the path into restful sleep. When crafted with intention and savored in moderation, this light ale becomes a natural balm, soothing the tensions that weigh on both body and mind. Oats, often overshadowed by flashier grains, carry a quiet, steadfast strength within. Rich in magnesium, a mineral essential to muscle relaxation and calming the nervous system, oats offer a gentle gift that many older adults deeply need. With age, magnesium stores tend to dwindle, leaving muscles prone to cramps, legs restless, and nights heavy with the frustrating feeling of exhaustion paired with alertness. A modest glass of oat-based light ale softly reintroduces this vital mineral, inviting the body to ease into its natural evening rhythm. But there is even more to oats than magnesium alone. They harbor avenanthramides, natural compounds that nurture mood and mental balance. Like a tender sigh for the brain, these molecules hush the noise of anxious thoughts, smoothing the delicate journey from wakefulness into peaceful slumber. This ritual is not about escape or intoxication. It is about grounding. It is about quieting the restless body just enough to hear its true longing for stillness. And so the act of sipping becomes a sacred pause. Perhaps as the sky deepens into twilight, or soft melodies drift through the air, each slow sip gently signals closure, whispering to your nervous system that the day's labor is complete, and now is the time to rest. Here, moderation is a gentle friend. Just half a bottle, ideally accompanied by a light, fiber-rich meal. Heavy or overly bitter ales should be set aside, for they burden digestion and fracture the fragile architecture of deep sleep. This is not the ale raised in celebration at crowded gatherings or boisterous game nights. No, it is a quiet companion, shared intimately with yourself, like a whispered prayer, inviting rest. And just when you might think oats are the most unexpected ally for a peaceful night, prepare to meet the next companion centuries-old herbal wines, quietly weaving their healing magic for the aging heart and dreaming mind. Now, moving tenderly to the third point, dry herbal wine, a sacred bridge between heart and sleep. Across regions renowned for long, graceful lives, such as the misty highlands of Galicia or the tranquil valleys of the Balkans, you'll find a solitary glass of dry herbal wine resting gently on the evening table. This is no mere tradition. It is a wisdom woven through generations, born from a deep understanding that rest does not simply begin when your head touches the pillow. It starts with how you choose to close your day. Within this wine lies resveratrol, a remarkable plant compound that supports cardiovascular health and quiets inflammation throughout the body, especially within the delicate chambers of the brain. For those of us walking the path of later years, this matters profoundly. Inflammation is often a silent, steady disruptor, softly stealing the nervous system's ease, interrupting the deep sleep cycles that restore body and soul. Yet, dry herbal wine offers more than just this healing. It gently lowers cortisol, the stress hormone that lingers like a shadow long after the sun has set, especially in those who carry the weight of years, memories, and unspoken worries. When cortisol remains high through the night, sleep fractures and shallows, leaving us emotionally drained and unrested. A small pour, just 2 to 3 ounces of dry, unfortified herbal wine, becomes a tender signal to your body. The day's burdens are laid down, and it is now safe to soften, slow, and surrender. This is no flight from reality, nor indulgent excess. It is a reverent honoring of the body through something ancient and profound. Sip it slowly, alongside a clean, balanced meal. Perhaps roasted root vegetables, a handful of wild rice, something warm and whole. Let the ritual work as deeply as the wine itself. Choose a wine low in sugar, organic if possible. Allow it to breathe, and breathe with it. Let your heart, in both body and spirit, ease its pace. And if dry herbal wine soothes the heart, prepare now to meet the next drink, an herbal infusion once reserved for healers and monks, a quiet guardian of the soul's rest. If you are still here, still listening, and finding these reflections meaningful, please type 1 below, so I know you walk this journey with me. Now let us continue with point number 4. Botanical elixirs, nature's liquid lullabies. In a world awash with pills and instant solutions, few pause to remember that some of the most potent sleep remedies have quietly lived in small, amber-hued bottles passed down gently from one generation to the next. These herbal elixirs, like the famed elderflower cordial, sage liqueur, or mountain thyme tincture, are far more than mere after-dinner drinks. They are centuries-old blends crafted by village herbalists, monks, and healers to soothe the body, aid digestion, and tenderly ease the mind into peaceful stillness. What sets these elixirs apart is not only their complex and inviting flavors, but their profound purpose. Composed from roots, barks, blossoms, and seeds, often weaving together more than 20 herbs in a single recipe, they capture the very essence of botanical medicine. Ingredients such as lemon balm to calm anxious thoughts, angelica to soothe the stomach, chamomile to relax frayed nerves, and peppermint to cool the inner fire of the body. Together, they perform a delicate symphony for the nervous system. For elders whose sleep is disturbed by restless minds and uneasy digestion, this support is priceless. Just a small sip, 1 ounce slowly savored after the evening meal, can gently shepherd the body from wakefulness into rest. It settles the stomach, especially after heavier feasts, while softly lowering heart rate and blood pressure without sedation. Unlike many modern sleep aids, these herbal elixirs do not coerce sleep. They invite it with grace. The ritual itself carries its own beauty. Pour the liquid into a small glass. Sit quietly. No screens, no distractions, just warmth, slow breath, and stillness. Let the herbs perform their timeless work, reminding your body how to find rest. Naturally, not all remedies are created equal. Seek those with minimal sugar and free from artificial flavors. What you desire is the true herbal heart of the potion, not a sugary imitation. If botanical elixirs speak to quieting the mind, then the next drink speaks to warming the body. A cup brimming with spice and comfort, crafted to cradle you gently into sleep, even on the coldest nights. Number 5. Mulled wine, the warm embrace before sleep. There is something profoundly human, almost ancestral, about holding a cup of spiced wine as darkness falls. It is more than a drink. It is a gesture of comfort, a gentle hug for the nervous system, and a subtle message to the heart that whispers, "Now you may rest." For elders whose sleep grows fragile with time, this centuries-old remedy offers both physical warmth and emotional solace, guiding the body gently toward peace. Mulled wine begins with a foundation of dry red wine, cherished for its heart-supporting resveratrol and calming polyphenols. Yet, it becomes something far more potent when infused with spices known to promote sleep: cinnamon, clove, nutmeg, and orange peel. Each spice carries natural compounds that soothe inflammation, relax blood vessels, and calm racing thoughts. Cinnamon helps regulate blood sugar, a crucial factor in maintaining sleep through the night. Clove offers mild muscle relaxation. Even the scent of these warming spices triggers a parasympathetic response, nudging the body away from stress toward healing. The warmth itself is healing medicine. As the wine gently simmers, circulation rises to the skin's surface. Fingers and toes soften, breathing slows, and the tightness behind the eyes begins to melt away. For older adults who often feel cold at night, this subtle rise in body temperature supports deeper, more sustained sleep, helping to prevent early awakenings. But the true magic lies in the ritual. Preparing mulled wine asks you to slow down, to stir, to wait, to breathe. Perhaps that very slowing is what makes it so effective. When at last the drink is poured, the body is already halfway toward rest. Use only a small amount, no more than 3 ounces, and always prepare it at home where the ingredients are whole and the sugar is kept minimal. Let the fragrant steam rise. Let your shoulders drop. And if mulled wine warms the surface, the next drink works from the inside out. Born in quiet Eastern traditions, both fermented and long forgotten, it may just be the gentlest sleep ally yet. Now, let us gently turn our attention to point number 6, chrysanthemum wine, a delicate rice elixir born from the misty hills of a quiet land. Among the many evening sips meant to calm and restore, this gentle, floral-infused rice wine remains one of the most overlooked treasures. Crafted in small mountain villages, it carries within its essence a spirit of purity, balance, and reverence, not only for the body, but for the sacred pause of the moment itself. While often reserved for festive occasions or sacred rituals, chrysanthemum wine, when embraced with mindfulness, becomes a powerful ally in preparing both mind and body for sleep, especially for elders seeking a natural stillness. Unlike many stronger liquors familiar to Western palates, chrysanthemum wine is low in alcohol and naturally rich in amino acids, among them one that plays a crucial role in producing GABA, a neurotransmitter that gently slows brain activity, soothes anxious thoughts, and nurtures calm. It does not overpower or knock you out abruptly. Rather, it eases you in with the softness of a gentle landing, the very kind of tender approach that aging bodies and minds most deeply respond to. Yet, chrysanthemum wine's gifts extend beyond calming the mind. It supports digestion, a silent struggle for many elders that too often undermines restful sleep. The heaviness of late-night bloating or the discomfort of acid reflux can fracture deep rest. A small serving of warm chrysanthemum wine, especially after a light, balanced meal, works quietly to awaken digestion while signaling the nervous system that the day has reached its peaceful close. This harmonious dual-effect settled stomach and quieted mind is often what modern nighttime routines lack, leaving many restless. There is profound beauty in the ritual itself. Pour the wine into a small porcelain cup. Cradle it gently in your palms. Feel the comforting warmth spread slowly. Drink with intention, savoring each sip. Chrysanthemum wine is not merely consumed. It is experienced, a moving meditation, a presence of stillness flowing in motion. Just 1 to 2 ounces warmed to body temperature suffices. Avoid flavored or sweetened varieties. The purer, more traditional, the better. Let it center you not only into sleep, but into the peaceful quiet that evening brings. And while chrysanthemum wine draws you inward into stillness, the next drink works from within, awakening a vital connection. Fermented herbal cider, the sleepy gut tonic. In the myriad attempts to mend troubled sleep pills, routines, blackout curtains, one vital path remains too often overlooked: the gut. Few drinks speak as profoundly to this inner world as a carefully crafted fermented herbal cider. Unlike sugary commercial ciders, this living tonic is a gentle fermentation of crisp apples infused with calming herbs such as lavender, chamomile, or hops, designed not to intoxicate, but to restore. As the body ages, the delicate relationship between gut and brain becomes fragile. Imbalances in gut bacteria, slowed digestion, or nighttime bloating quietly sabotage rest, even when all else seems in order. Fermented herbal cider works on two levels. Its live probiotics nurture a healthy gut microbiome, while its herbal infusions send calming signals through the vagus nerve, the vital bridge of communication between gut and brain. The result is a slow, soothing shift from restlessness to ease. You may find your belly lighter, your breath deeper, your mind less cluttered. This is no accident. The herbs, combined with the natural acids of fermented apples, work to reduce internal inflammation and encourage the release of serotonin, the very precursor to melatonin, the sleep hormone we so deeply need. Take this tonic in the evening, ideally an hour or two after dinner, when digestion naturally slows. Sip it chilled or at room temperature, no more than half a glass. Let it settle within you like a gentle wave, not a storm. Avoid commercial ciders laden with added sugars or artificial flavors, for they work against the delicate balance your body strives to reclaim. This is far more than a drink. It is a whispered message to your nervous system. All is well now. A small ritual, a quiet companion, a natural bridge from the noise of day into the serene silence of sleep. And now, having journeyed through nature's most tender nightcaps, one final thought remains. What happens when these rituals become more than mere remedies, when they grow into rhythms that reshape the very way we age and rest, night after night, forever? Here are 8 essential sleep safety tips for elders using alcohol. For those seeking natural, deeper rest, the quiet comfort of a warm evening glass can be grounding and soothing. Yet even the gentlest alcohol demands respect and wisdom. Aging bodies process alcohol differently. What once felt harmless may now linger longer, upset balance, interfere with medications, or disrupt deep sleep cycles. So if alcohol is to serve not as an escape, but as a sleep-enhancing ritual, it must be approached with care, respect, and clear intention. Above all, less is more. While a younger body may handle a full glass without consequence, for elders, even 2 ounces can tip the balance, either toward peaceful rest or restless nights. Think of alcohol not as a sedative, but as a gentle signal. In small amounts, at the right time, it softly tells your body it's time to slow down. But overuse confuses that message. You may drift off quickly, only to awaken at 3 a.m. with dryness, racing thoughts, or a pounding heart. Never drink on an empty stomach. Without food, alcohol absorbs swiftly and strikes harder. Pair your drink with whole foods, fiber-rich grains, healthy fats, cooked vegetables to steady its passage through your body. Avoid mixing alcohol with medications unless you fully understand their interactions. Blood pressure drugs, sleep aids, antidepressants, and even common painkillers can dangerously clash with alcohol. Hydration is key. A small glass of water before and after your drink helps ease morning fog and supports your liver, the quiet guardian behind the scenes. Finally, prioritize ritual over routine. Do not drink nightly out of habit. Instead, Make each occasion meaningful 2 or 3 nights a week, approached with full presence. Let your evening glass be a gesture of closure, not dependence. For true, deep rest is more than falling asleep. It is learning to trust your body's gentle guidance, night after night, toward peaceful renewal. As the years gently pass, sleep often becomes a more elusive companion, not because we need it less, but because our bodies no longer respond as they once did. The natural rhythms slow, the signals soften, and the echoes of life's burdens, both old and new, grow louder in the quiet stillness of night. Yet perhaps the key to deeper, more nourishing rest does not lie in stronger medications or rigid routines. Perhaps it rests instead in something simpler, something gentler. Each of the beverages we have explored, from the melatonin-rich elderberry wine to the gut-nourishing fermented botanical cider, is more than a mere drink. It is a bridge, a passage from movement to stillness, from wakefulness to surrender. When chosen with care and savored in small amounts, these age-old elixirs invite the body to remember how to release. They do not force sleep. Rather, they support the natural systems within us that know how to create it. For those in the autumn of life, this kind of mindful ritual holds profound importance. It is not about drinking to escape or out of habit. It is about intention, about allowing the simple act of pouring, sipping, and sitting in stillness to send a quiet message to the nervous system. You are safe now. You may rest. Within this message lies something sacred. True rest is not merely physical. It is emotional, spiritual. It is the deep knowing that we have done enough, been enough, and now we can gently release the day. So, if you choose to weave one of these evening drinks into your own routine, let it become more than a habit. Let it be a pause, a moment of peace carefully carved out for yourself. Dim the lights. Set aside the distractions. Wrap your hands around a warm glass. Breathe deeply, and let sleep find you, not as something to chase, but as something that returns with tender grace. Because to age well is not simply to live longer, it is to learn to rest, to savor, and to find comfort in the quiet spaces we so often overlook. And sometimes, all it takes is one simple, thoughtful sip. These reflections are offered to inspire you to live fully, authentically, and with grace. Now, I would love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one insight you have gained and plan to carry forward in your own life. Let us support one another on this journey toward embracing these timeless truths. If this video has touched you, please leave a comment with the number 1. If not, feel free to comment 0. Your feedback is deeply appreciated. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more gentle wisdom like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms, with kindness, presence, and peace.